MTN SME Hub. Link to growth. Link to success. Link to the ultimate resource for business advice and insights.
Welcome to the Big Small Business Show, the show for all our entrepreneurs out there and all our, I'm going to say our South African entrepreneurs out there. And today's a special show because to me, we are featuring a South African business that is doing something in technology and something great in technology, bringing a South African spin to a product that is maybe all across the world, but something built here in South Africa for our conditions. The business is called Khoi Africa, and in studio with us we have Siati Moloi. Let's take a look.
My name is Siati Moloi. We are a technology company that is focusing more on wearable technologies as well as software development. We started the company in 2020. Though we started focusing on gadgets, our focus now is on developing software platforms that interact with our devices. In Africa, not only in South Africa, we do not necessarily have any of our products and services, more especially when it comes from technology appliance, technology gadgets, and we felt the need that we should actually start developing our own products and services. We work with international manufacturers. So when we started doing research in terms of finding out which wearable gadgets that we wanted to launch, we interestingly started with wireless earphones. And for us then it was, what is it that we are going to develop to make this an ecosystem? So we started developing an application that works with wireless earphones, and that was going to be an audio application. And then we had obviously identified the following products or gadgets as part of our future offering. So starting with wireless earphones, we said we're going to follow up with smartwatches, as well as smart rings, smart glasses, as well as smart speakers. So around 2020, remember it was around COVID, and there was a huge need for health-related products and services. We then pivoted to say, well, look, there are more opportunities in us starting with smartwatches because of the health benefits that they offer to consumers. So we then had to pivot to say, okay, let's shelve the wireless earphones project and purely focus on smartwatches. Smartwatches, then we started developing the application. Obviously, we had to do research, because there's quite a number of international giants that are playing in that space, the Apples, the Samsungs, the Huawei of this world. And what we found out is that their focus is mainly on individual usage. And our research indicated that there's a huge gap within the corporate sector. And we then developed an application that merges multiple devices into a single database. So for us, this was a big breakthrough, because then it enabled us or empowered us to be able to go to corporates where they purchase our devices for their employees. So we've got a system, or rather a platform, that is called Khoi.health group application. It's a group application in a sense that it merges multiple devices, smartwatches, into a single database for the system to be able to get data from multiple devices. This is health data, this is sports data, this is communication data. And we've got modules that include employee wellness, doctor-to-patient remote monitoring, truck drivers' health monitoring, as well as family health monitoring. We are able to extract data in real time and provide it as reports. But most interestingly as well, it's alerts. So when we say alerts, if you've got an irregular heart rate, because your average heart rate is about 86 beats per minute, and for whatever reason, if it's low, it might be an indication of a particular illness, and that then it sends out, the system will send alerts to our client to say, a particular employee, wherever they are, they're not okay, please have a look at them. We sell quite a lot through telecom stores. We do have a relationship where our watches are available at telecom stores, macro online, as well as on our own e-commerce platform on www.khoi.africa. So the journey has been quite interesting in a sense that individual users, they purchase it, and we've got a relationship with local clinics that refer their patients to purchasing and using our smartwatches for health related, so that they can self-monitor things like heart rate, body temperature, blood pressure, etc. The advice that we would love to get is access to market. It's number one. We believe that we've built a good offering for consumers, not only for individual consumers, but for corporates. So we'd love to have access to markets, especially to corporates, and access to funding. Access to funding from a tech point of view for local companies it's a bit of an uphill, but we are convinced that, with experts like him, he'll be able to advise us on how to unlock those opportunities.
Welcome to you, Siati. So you speak about, in my intro, I spoke about a South African spin on that technology. So what is that specific spin on technology? What are our South African conditions when it comes to products such as these that are different from what happens in Europe or in America?
Thank you very much once again. Look, as a company, we started off with a desire of having our own gadgets. I'm very, besides being entrepreneurial, we are very committed to make South Africa have its own products. And where the business started off is us researching whether is it possible for South Africa to manufacture its own consumer electronic products. And even though the desire was to start off with wireless earphones, we pivoted around 2020 during COVID to start with the smartwatch.
Yes.
And we did an extensive research to find out, is it possible for us to manufacture from A to Z here in South Africa? And we quickly learned that, look, there's quite a lot of components that are not available here. And we interacted with a lot of OEMs internationally. And we ended up working with the guys that manufacture based on specifications. And the spin that we put in as a country to meet our conditions here was to build a software that talks to these devices for us to be able to achieve quite a number of things, including, most importantly, health features. And then where we found a gap was that there wasn't an offering for corporates. And we built a customized application that merges multiple devices into a single database for us to be able to sell our devices, our software for corporates, for modules including employee wellness, doctor to patients, remote monitoring, driver health management, etc. So that's where we put a spin to it.
Okay, we're going to have to take a break now. When we come back, there'll be further questions for CIT. Stay tuned.
MTN SME Hub, link to business success.